This is a problem that looks overwhelming at first, but let's break it down. This is about Juan attending a carnival, and he has to pay $8 to get into the carnival. So that's why they say the admission fee is $8. So just to walk into this place, you have to pay $8, and then after that, tickets are $4 each. And Juan needs one ticket for each ride. Write an equation Juan can use to determine the number of ride tickets he can buy if he has $32 before he pays the admission fee. Okay, so they give you an area here to show your work, and before you really dive into this, you want to focus on the fact that this is about the cost of the carnival and how much Juan can afford. And when you show your work, you might actually want to try some actual numbers here. He has $32, and he has to pay $8 to get in. So we subtract $8 from 32. So when he walks into this place, 32 minus 8 is 24. So he has $24 left after he pays the admission fee. And then he knows that he can buy tickets. And the ride tickets are $4 each. So to figure out how many tickets he can buy, you divide by 4. Every ticket's $4. And 24 divided by 4 is 6. So he can afford to go on 6 rides and buy 6 tickets. And in fact, right here we can write our answer. He can afford to buy 6 ride tickets. We're going to use this as a guide to figure out what the equation should be. And then we're also going to show how we use the equation to solve, because right here this is scratch work and we need to show it step by step. So I would write it like this. He has $32 to spend in total, and this equation is about cost. So it's $32 has to cover whatever amount of ride tickets he's going on, and they're each $4, and it has to also include the cost of admission. So it's $32 equals 4r plus 8. And I'm still feeling unsure about this equation, so what I do is substitute or plug in the value of r and try to solve for it and see if it works. I know my answer is 6 over here for my scratch work. Let's plug that in. So 32 equals 4 times 6 plus 8. Does that work? Yes. 24 plus 8 is the same thing as 32. So our equation is correct because it's balanced. We plugged in 6 and got the same number on both sides. It works. But how do we use this equation to solve? I'm going to use some empty space down here. This is something we call solving for an unknown, and in other videos we'll cover this in detail, but here's how it would work. 32 equals 4r plus 8. So we're using inverse operations. We're going to subtract 8 from both sides, so 32 minus 8 is equal to 4r. What I did right there is the idea that if you had, here's a different problem, 10 equals 4 plus 6. Let's use 4 plus 8, let's say it equaled 12. I'll write it right here. 12 equals 4 plus 8. Well, then it's true that 12 minus 8 is 4. We're using the inverse operation. Same thing here. Instead of 4, we have 4r, and we're adding 8 and getting 32. So we just subtract 8 to go back to 4r. And then I take 32 minus 8, and I get 24. And that equals 4r. So 4 times r gives me 24. So that means 24, inverse operation, divided by 4 will give me r, and r will be 6. So this is how we could use the equation to solve. This was how we substitute to solve, and this is my scratch work to solve, if I wasn't using algebra at all, but just breaking the problem apart and looking for an answer.